fan for many years.
Yeah.
With since he's been with Jethro Tull.
Yeah, he's been with
What a
Jethro
player.
Tull for 40 years now.
Isn't it incredible?
He's 62 and he looks very, what does he look like, Marita? Very fit.
Yes, very strong.
Yeah.
Yes, many English people have this kind of physique. They have this strength in their body. Like Ray Flack, who's an English guitar player, who wrote a beautiful song called Tahitian Skies, which I recorded, but I first heard on a Chet Atkins recording. And he's a lot older than me, and he came around to my house, and he looks strong. And so.
I recently saw Jeff Beck, and Jeff Beck is more than 60, and he looks like, well, 40 or whatever.
What do we care about time? You know. We don't need to. People don't need to know your age. You know, they need to know if you are willing to give life your best. You know.
I think the same like me. You always say, well, at heart we are 90 or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, Tommy, to come to terms, my first question that I wrote down was how much influence had YouTube on your success?
Oh, I don't know because I wasn't aware of YouTube until a friend of mine in Sweden sent me a link and said, look at this. And I looked at it and I said, oh, that's me playing somewhere in the world. And I looked at it carefully and I said, it's in Wolverhampton in England. I recognized the stage. It was Guitar Boogie. And that was the first time I became aware of YouTube. Now, I must say, I think YouTube has helped me more than any other kind of media. I think it's been the best help for me.
Is it because people can see you? I don't want to criticize you, but when we listen to a CD, people listen to it and they think it's nice music, and they don't realize that it is not overdubbed or whatever.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah. Well, you know, the style that I play, sometimes you could imagine. Well, you can make it like two people, but I like to play in a way that is self-contained, and I discovered this through listening to Chet Atkins and Merle Travis and people like that. And then I write in a style that suits the solo guitar, although I love to jam, and you know, being here at my festival, you see we all jam, but I like to play solo as well.
The people who watch this channel all try to improve their playing.
Good.
And I think the reason why they say Xiaomi is the greatest is, in my opinion, and I think many people think so, because of your groove.
Thank you. Well, the groove, I don't know.
Is it God-given? How much?
It's something I learned, but the groove that to me, everything about my life is about groove. When I walk, I feel a groove. And when I'm driving a car, I feel a groove with everything. And it's, if you ask my brothers, they will tell you that when I was little, when I ate, there was groove going on. When I went to bed to sleep, I played music in my head and I went to sleep like this on the pillow. It drove everybody crazy because nobody could sleep. Here's Tommy rolling his head. You know, but everything must have a groove. And when I go on the stage, when I start to play, it feels like the train leaves the station and now you are on it and you cannot come off it. You know what I mean? So even if I start something. And can you pick this up?
No.
There you go. When I start something, it's like the train leaves the station and it's going, and you are on it.
It was my feeling when I exercised your boom chick groove.
Oh yeah.
I exercised it at the beginning because I'm from the rock scene.
Yes.
I exercise it, and after 2 hours or 3 hours, you are like in meditation kind of feeling.
Exactly. Exactly. This is an important element in music. And when I was younger, I was not so aware of how important it was. And so I was trying, when I was younger, I was trying to learn everything that I could and steal many things from everybody. You know. But I suddenly realized one day that I felt the whole room and the audience make this feeling like, and it was very powerful, and I thought, I must be more aware of this groove, you know.
What do you think the influence of your drumming? Is it great into your guitar
playing? Oh, absolutely. I'm sure.
So you would advise us guitarists to learn to drum? To
be aware, especially of drumming. Well, the other thing is, when I'm playing songs, I think like a metronome. Yeah. So if I'm playing, I'm going 1, 2, and there's the metronome. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And sometimes I move like a metronome, and it keeps me in the pocket.
People at school, they always laugh about me when I start to play.
Yeah.
And I tell them, well, would you like to sit me there, not moving my body? So
see, the sad thing is, a lot of classical players were taught you must not move, you must play like this because it must look perfect, you know. And a lot of great classical players don't need to move; they play perfectly.
Yeah.
But to play groove music, if you sit still, I cannot understand it. How can you play with a groove if you don't move?
I play classical guitar too, and I'm very sorry that I didn't get known to you 20 years before.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine, he gave me Chet Atkins' Mark Knopfler, and I listened to it, and in a way I found it a bit boring. But what did you do to transform or to transpose Chet's style into this very groovy kind of music that we now love? But you see, that I think there are many people from the rock scene who say Johnny Emmanuel is great, we love him a lot,
wow.
But we don't like Chet.
Well, it's a different era. I think that's all it is. And I think many people have heard some of the more simple commercial things that Chet did, but even they were wonderful. But I mean, you can't believe some of his early arrangements from the early 50s into the 60s. Some of his arrangements are mind-boggling and so beautifully played. When Chet was at his peak, there was nobody could come close to him. He was really stood alone. But I just play in the way that I feel it comes natural to me. I have no plan to say, oh, I must impress everybody. I can't care for that. I don't care about it. I want to have fun when I play music. I want to have a great time and dance and feel the music. And when I play something from my heart, I want it to be just open, you know. And so...
You're not like me and many of the people who watch us. When we have a gig, we are a little bit shaky.
You are self-conscious, and but that's okay. There is a way to get over that, and that's talking with the audience. Talk to the audience and tell them, hey, I'm a little bit nervous, and you know, don't worry. And you can say things like, hey, if I make a mistake, it's on purpose.